Louis Lecca with Nuke the Fridge, and I'm here with Jason and Ivan Reitman for Ghostbusters, and I could retire right now. Mic drop. Thank you guys for us.
I love how you've decorated yourself and the background.
And I have the shirt as well, honoring all the classic movies and Ghostbusters as well, their poster. This movie has a lot of heart, I could tell. I was at CinemaCon when I saw it, and you two, awesome, man, presenting it. How long has this story been in your minds?
I mean, look, I was on the set of Ghostbusters in '84 when I was 6 years old, and I think I already was having little stories fly through my head. I never knew I would have the courage to actually make a Ghostbusters film, though. And it was really just only a few years ago that I came to my father and said, you know what, there's a Ghostbusters movie I have in my head. I think I could do it. And it was my father who finally gave me that, just like a dad teaching his kid to ride a bike. He gave me that one last push. It gave me the confidence to make this movie.
That is awesome. This one made me love the originals more. I revisited them after. But it's also something, it also feels like you could just go into this one without having seen the original. That's something you guys had in mind, catering to the newcomers, the kids for next generation?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I think everything gets explained. You discover that the iconography in a lovely way through mostly the McKenna Grace character, Phoebe. Who's a 12-year-old girl rooting around in her grandfather's basement and finding out secrets the way we all have had, perhaps in our own families. And I think it's a clear ticket to telling the story and making it familiar for people who had not necessarily seen the original.
Awesome. How important is it for us to go in spoiler free? Like I said, I saw it months ago, and it was so awesome to see something spoiler free, especially with the age of the internet. How important is for you guys that we go in just not knowing anything except maybe just one trailer?
I say screw it. Let's spoil it right now. I'm saying we spoil that, we give away the end of the Avengers, and let's talk Citizen Kane while we're at it. I mean, who needs surprise? Who needs the theatrical experience? No, man. I mean, like, we're filmmakers. Obviously, we want you to know nothing. But at the same time, this is a movie that if you love Ghostbusters, you are going to immediately identify with it. You're going to watch this movie and you are going to see every kind of Easter egg, audio Easter eggs, the props, the car, the tiniest little detail. And when you get to the end, you're going to be happy you don't know what happens at the end. I think it's going to have a big impact. And then you're going to want to hold on to the secret yourself.
Absolutely, 100%. Maybe this question a little bit more for Ivan. It's been on hiatus for a while, the Ghostbusters, but the fans stepped up. How impressive are the fans to you? What does that mean to you with
Remarkable.
all the costumes and stuff they've made?
Well, it's all this sort of maker stuff that they do on their own, from the car to the costumes to the backpacks, and just the decals they have for their own, because there's literally hundreds of clubs all over the world. And we're fortunate that we mostly get that stuff sent to us so we can see and track all the wonderful people all over the world. And the originality that they bring to it is great.
This movie is being screened very, very early. This will be my last question, by the way, because I'm out of time, darn it. But this movie is being screened very early. How nerve-wracking was that? Was it a lot of pressure? Because it seems like people are loving this, and you guys are very confident, right?
Honestly, we could not wait. We could not wait to get this in front of an audience. We feel like we've had to wait longer than normal. So to be at CinemaCon and also to be at Comic-Con 2 nights ago in front of 3,000 people who just opened this movie up like, presents on Christmas morning, that was everything for us. And I'll tell you what being at Comic-Con was like for me? It's like being at Sundance. It's just like being at a place, just all people who loved movies. And that's what I've been searching for my entire life. People who love watching movies as much as I do.
And it's going to make you cry. It's very emotional. I didn't cry though. I'm too
you're tough.
Too strong, too tough for that. You guys are awesome.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
I see you collect Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Which Funko Pop are you going to get from Ghostbusters Afterlife?
It would be a spoiler.
All right, great answer. Great answer.
But you know which one I'm gonna get all of them, honestly. And I hope
that's the right answer.
and I gotta tell you, I hope they make Funko Pops of you too, because you guys a lot of heart with this movie and it shows. And I love the dynamic between father and son. It shows in the movie and stuff. And I'm a dad as well. And man, very inspirational.
Well, if they don't make them, you know, my dad and I we'll buy 2 Chris Hemsworth ones, and then we'll just make them more Jewish until they look like us.
Yeah. All right. That sounds great. But talk to you later.
All right.
See you for the next one.
Nah.
All right.